hope you're doing well. I know it's been a while, but you're still in my head. I wonder if you think about me now and then, like I do right now about you. I wish it didn't have to end, but life is what it is and I will try to mend. Though I'm kinda hoping that you feel the same as I do right now, right now. Tell me now, cause I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I just wanna be right next to you. Even though I try to get you off my mind, you know that I'm thinking about you all the time. Like when we were driving in our car, looking at the stars, made us stop at every
Hello, my friends. Welcome back. I know what you're thinking. Why am I even filming my room right now? Because it is just spotless for me. I'm kidding, but kind of not. The bed needs to be made. I do want to get that done. I'm trying to get back on making my bed every day, but it doesn't always happen. And I want to vacuum the floor. That looks more stressful than it is. That is really just all of our back to school stuff that I'm going to, I think, start putting in their backpacks today. I think we have just about everything. We were waiting on one more thing. And then I also have a ThredUp haul that I want to show you guys, and I just want to thank ThredUp for sponsoring today's video. We have so much to get done. I am ready. Mark went into the office, so I feel like I'm just going to get a ton done. Let's go.
Not used to this. I don't know how to act, don't know how to adapt to this situation. Not used to this, no I'm not, but better let myself give in to love, believe in us, no matter what it does to my heart. Not used to this, no I'm not. It was like if we were away.
How is everybody doing today? I'm just so happy that y'all are here. I hope that if you're having a bad day, that this can maybe turn your day around or at least give you a little bit of motivation and encouragement. I know we all get in those little funks sometimes and don't have the best days, or we feel the weight of the world on our shoulders and that we're having to do everything. And I have been there before, trust me, I know. Just know that what you're doing is important and you're doing an incredible job. And I hope at least while you're watching this video and just any videos on my channel that you know that you have a friend in me. I'm always here for you and I'm always here to motivate and encourage you too. So thank you so much for being here.
It was like if we were to waste these moments, the like poets.
All right, not bad for 9 a.m. on a weekday, at least for me. I had to run upstairs and grab some throw pillows just to put on the bed because I could not stand the fact that it just had our sleeping pillows on it. And I put a blanket at the end too. But I'm just happy that things are kind of organized in here and it helps me have a more productive day. But I do want to go ahead and go through those clothes. Most of you guys know that I love to find a good deal. I mean, don't we all? But I also love the convenience of shopping at home and from my phone. And I love that ThredUp just merges those two together. It's thrift shopping, consignment shopping, but you can do it from the convenience of your phone, which I love so much. And I am really picky about the things that I pick out, but at the same time, I want to find a good deal. I'm not going to spend a ton of money on clothes. I've always been that way. But recently I have lost about 35 pounds. And as I was looking in my closet one day, I was realizing these clothes do not fit me anymore. So I've given bags and bags of clothes away. And I wanted to find some new clothes, but I didn't want to break the bank. So I got on ThredUp's website and I started doing some browsing. And the thing I love about going on there is you can go ahead and put in your size and it will remember your size. So when you search for something, all of the options that pop up are going to be in your size. So you're not just searching through all of these different sizes like you would at a thrift store when you go in person. It just makes it a ton easier. And there's so many shirts and shorts and shoes that are up to 90% off what you would spend typically. So I wanted to show y'all a few things that I picked out. Might as well start off by showing y'all what I'm wearing today. This is a black Frenchy sleeveless top. It almost could be a tank top, but you could dress it up too. And it retails at $36 and I got it for $10.99. And then these shorts I love so much. I've already worn them a couple times. They're Forever 21. They retail at $20 and I got them for $8.99. Okay, this next one I did not expect to love as much as I do, but this is by the brand Alia. It has slits, but it's a dress that goes all the way down. It's perfect for summertime. It retails at $36, but I got it for $11.99, and it has pockets. It doesn't get any better than that. And the thing I love about these types of dresses is you can always tie them in a knot up front and then kind of like have them shorter in the front and longer in the back. I always love a good tank and a pair of Old Navy jeans. These retailed at $30 and I got them for $13.99, and this Old Navy tank retailed at $27 and I got it for $8.99, and it's really cute in the back. Okay, I kept these Old Navy jeans on because I wanted to show you this G kimono. I am living in kimonos this summer. They are my absolute favorite just for an everyday outfit or to wear to the pool with your swimsuit. It retails at $45 and ThredUp had it for $15.99, and this is one of my favorites. I actually already wore it to a concert. I love it that much. And how cute is it with these boots? Aren't they adorable? And last but not least, how adorable is this H&M romper? I think it's probably my most favorite thing that I got. It retails at H&M at $24 and ThredUp had it for $13.99, and you can always throw on a kimono with any type of romper to add a little bit extra or to make it a different look. And I just paired this with some sandals for like a more casual look, but you could always throw some boots on or whatever to dress it up. But I love this romper. If you guys are interested in finding some really good deals too and doing shopping from the convenience of your phone while also saving the environment a little bit too, my link will be in my description box, and my code is Joanna, and it gets you an extra 30% off your entire order, which is an insane deal. You're basically shopping a deal upon a deal. I wish more than anything that I had known about ThredUp years ago when I was shopping for a dress for my brother's wedding. I searched everywhere because I knew I wanted a black dress, and I bought stuff online that was new. I had to return it. I went in person and I could not find anything. And had I known about ThredUp, I would have just gone on there and bought several, because you can just search a black dress and it comes up and it's all your sizes. And on top of that, you're getting a great deal. Man, I wish I would have known back then. It could have saved me a huge headache. But another thing that is important to know with any type of thrift shopping is you have to have patience, and you have to know that it is going to take a little bit of time to find what you want, which is the same situation in person. You just have to have patience, and it's well worth it because you are saving so much money. And now that I do have all of the kids' school stuff, I wanted to go ahead and put them in their backpacks, and I'm probably going to end up having to take this out because I do think we have to label just about everything, which is crazy. One year they were even telling us that we needed to write their names on each individual pencil. Like, is that a joke? But I still feel like going ahead and gathering it all up is going to be beneficial for at least my sanity and looking more organized. And then we're going to add names to their lunch boxes and their backpacks and whatever else we need to before we have Meet the Teacher. But it's just so exciting that I'm a little bit ahead of the game, which is not normal for me. I do feel organized, but it also feels like we have so much stuff. I think this is one of those moments where I realize, wow, I really do have 4 kids, because this is a lot of stuff to send them back to school with.
Without any warning, we're sucking up the oxygen. The room is getting smaller. We always have it coming, like animals who like to bite, tasting our disaster. 20-something seconds go on and on. 20-something seconds go.
I loved reading through y'all's comments in my last video about your school schedule and how different things are in different places in the world. I knew that the schedules were different, but it's just extra cool to be able to read and know that some of y'all who have lives completely different than mine are watching my videos, and I'm just so thankful to have y'all here. I didn't really mention in my last video, but I do enjoy the schedule that my kids have, and maybe I also didn't really talk about the fact that they do have a few breaks during the school year. So they have a couple weeks off here and there. I know they have one off in February February, and then they have spring break. They have a week for Thanksgiving and a couple weeks for Christmas. And then there's just a few teacher work days. I'm probably missing a week too, but it's not year-round school, but it is consolidated, but then they have some breaks. So it's not too bad. I really like the schedule, and it's kind of nice that we don't have school during the hottest months because we like to spend our time at the pool and anywhere with water, really.
20-something seconds go. I'm not ready for darkness. I'm not ready for darkness. I know we can do better. I'm not ready for darkness. If we promise to hold on and to never let.
I will try to link a few of the school supplies I got that stand out. I mean, obviously I won't link notebooks and crayons and stuff because y'all definitely know where to find those, but these backpacks, technically the boys' backpacks say that they're women's, but that's fine. They picked these out on Amazon, and then the girls' backpacks are also from Amazon. They were a really good price considering that they came with the lunch boxes too, and the boys, I just ordered their lunches separately.
If we promise to hold on.
Okay, time to tackle this weird closet underneath the stairs. It's not quite as bad as it looks, but it's also the place that we throw stuff into when people are coming over and we don't know what to do with it. It is supposed to just be like cleaning and extra supplies, but that is why I got the shelves in the garage. So I'm gonna pull the stuff out that I know needs to go out there and get those shelves put together, put this stuff in there, and then figure out what I'm gonna do in here long term.
I'm not ready for darkness. I'm not ready for darkness.
This is a random question, but how do y'all store your hats, like your baseball caps? We have a ton of them in our house and they are just everywhere. And I bought those accordion style hooks that you can mount on the wall, and I was imagining putting them in the garage. But now that I've gotten so many shelves for out there, I feel like a lot of the wall space is taken up, so I'm not really sure where to put them. But I'm just curious to know what y'all do.
Weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving.
Okay, here are the shelves, and we got them from Wayfair. They had a really good sale going on. I'll link them. Hopefully there's still a sale going on, but this is the space we want to put them, so I just wanted to clear it out. And we started to put them together in the garage, but it was so stinking hot. I thought my body was going to turn into a fireball. And so then we moved everything inside, which later when we needed to move the shelves out because we had put them together, it ended up being a little bit of a pain, but we got it done and we did not die in the process.
In the heat from a hot California, I forgot how you looked like in rain. That's why I never thought it would matter if I'm gone by now.
I don't really like to take the time that it takes to read directions. Mark is really good about doing that. I just like to start in and hope for the best, and that is what leads to me having to take things apart sometimes and completely redo them, but that's okay. I just like to jump right in, and I did mess up a little bit on the first one, but then I knew what to do better for the second one. In our years of being together, we have put together so many pieces of furniture that you almost feel like you know what you're doing, especially when it comes to this little back piece. Y'all know, you have those tiny little nails and you just go around and nail them all in. It's kind of one of my favorite things to do.
Driving and driving.
You might be wondering why I'm not just using a drill, and I do use drills from time to time, but I am the worst with stripping screws when I use drills. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm overly aggressive. I really don't know. So I tend to avoid them if I can, but after a certain amount of screws that you're twisting in, you do feel like your arm is about ready to blow out of your shoulder. But I got it done, and then off camera, of course, Mark came behind me and he was tightening screws and just helping me out. But he was also making drinks for the kids and making them snacks, and you know how that parent life is. We're just all over the place all the time. I think I might want to spray paint these handles, but I decided to just go ahead and put them on because I wanted to see how it looked on there, and I wanted to go ahead and get these stocked up, but they would also be super easy to spray paint. Okay, Mark and I moved these out here, and it was not easy at all. Probably should have attached the doors after we moved them out here, but I did, here, close this real quick, Bo. Let me show them. I did have a little break in these doors, but I did some adjustments and now they are all together. I'm about to add the shelves in, but I think they're gonna be just perfect for what we need. Mr. Bo's out here helping me. So I'm gonna get these stocked up and get the extra 2 shelves in each one too. Okay, taking a tiny break from the garage stuff real quick because my groceries just got delivered and I thought I would just show them to y'all. I feel like I should add in a quick note. I did end up ordering some HelloFresh meals, so that is what I'm doing for most of our dinners, and we have a ton of leftovers from the weekend that we're also doing for dinner, so this is mostly just snack food. Don't hate. I got some more paper towels, which is good because these can go in the cabinets out there. Some more paper plates. A ton of snack foods just because these are so easy to grab and go when we're on the go or when the kids have their friends over. I've mentioned this before, I don't like having one big thing of Cheez-Its for all the kids and their friends to dig into. It grosses me out, so that's why I like the individual ones. Got some cheese crackers, my kids all love these. I am gonna make some spaghetti. I think that's probably the one meal that I'm gonna make this week. So I got this, and I typically do 2 of them together. Got some more bread. This has turned into our absolute favorite bread. It is so good. Got some mini bagels. Those are Max's favorites, along with these Lay's potato chips. Some more macaroni and cheese. Got the flavor blasted goldfish and the individual bags. Some more bananas. I think I'm gonna make banana bread with those bananas right there, and some funfetti cupcake mix and the icing. This is a favorite over here for sure. Some more syrup because we're running low on it, some yogurt raisins, and self-rising flour because last time I made banana bread, I thought I could just use regular flour instead because I didn't have any of this and it was disgusting. So I needed this. I love to take these packs of toothbrushes on the road with us. We are going to Gatlinburg, just the 6 of us. So these packs from Walmart are $1, and it is great because you can use them on a trip and then throw them away. I got some more face wash and some body wash. Max requested the apple and strawberry breakfast bars, so I got some more of those. Bo likes these granola bars, and Honey-O's. These are the favorite cereal of our family. I just worded that weird, but we love these. Fruit Loops, and the kids just saw these and got really excited. Basically, it's like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but the off-brand or store brand, but my kids love it. Got some more light bulbs. These are just to use in a pinch if one of ours goes out because it's always so annoying when they start to flicker and you don't have one. Some more trash bags. Got some of this to clean the shower with. Our shower in our bathroom is pretty gross right now. I'm in the middle of making a bunch of stuff, so I needed a little bit more vinyl, and it is so nice that you can get this in your delivery order. I also got another peeler. I have one, but I thought it'd be nice to have a backup one too. Some more batteries, and I did have a big box of these, but one of them completely busted open, which is just not a vibe for today, but I washed all of them off and got the one out that was busted. So I'll just put them in the freezer like that. And I do have a little bit of cold stuff, and as I put it away in the fridge, I'm going to kind of wipe it down as I go and get things cleaned up. But I got some more Go-Gurts. These cinnamon rolls I made when my dad came over. We celebrated Father's Day a little bit late, and I had forgotten how much I love the ones with the orange frosting. Oh my goodness, they are so good. Got some cucumbers. Kate and I love cucumbers. Celery, carrots, lots of strawberries, some grapes, which have not been looking too good lately, and I don't think those really look that great either, but we will see. Some Gordo's cheese dip because we love it. Some beef for the spaghetti, cantaloupe, pineapple, watermelon, some more of these Cuties oranges. Did I mention the cheese? This is just easy for my kids' sandwiches. And some chicken fries, and we love those too. I'm gonna get everything put away, wiped down, organized in the pantry, and I'm also gonna do a little bit of the veggie and fruit prep too.
I'll not be the one who pretend, acting like everything's sane. I never asked you to stay, but you're staying. You're giving it all for the fame. In vanity you have no shame. None of it makes any sense. Can you feel it? I don't wanna hear all your table talk. Let me see the one who you really are. I know it's so easy to play the part, but you're not being honest. We are lost for the cause in our own specific state. It's the logic of things that I never could explain.
Let me go ahead and address this because I know those of you who haven't watched my channel before are going to ask. Yes, there's tuna in the fridge. Mark and I have always refrigerated our tuna because I just like it cold. I don't like it room temperature. I really won't eat it. It's basically just like eating chicken salad to me, and I feel like chicken salad has to be cold, obviously because the ingredients are a little bit different, but yes, we put it in the fridge. We do have some in the pantry too, and as soon as we use what's in the fridge, I put the pantry stuff into the fridge. So it's not a big deal at all if you don't like yours cold, but I just do.
We don't know how to behave, we don't listen. Now this is the price that we pay, fixing the problems we made. None of it makes any sense. Can you feel it? I don't wanna hear all your table talk. Let me see the one who you really are. I know it's so easy to play the part, but you're not being honest.
Anyone else feel like your fridge is just full of condiments? Because that's how I feel. They take up both of the doors. And I was reading something earlier that talked about the stuff that actually doesn't need to be refrigerated, which I know I was just talking about tuna, and I know that doesn't need to be refrigerated, but people were saying ketchup, and then some people were saying mayonnaise and then mustard, which I guess makes sense because it is left out at restaurants. I'm talking about the ketchup and mustard. I don't feel like mayonnaise can be left out, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. We just like our stuff cold here, so it kind of has to go in the fridge. But my fridge would have so much more space if I did not have all of these condiments and dressings and just random little things like salsa and pickles.
It's enough when we're fading. What are we doing? What are we doing here? What are we doing? We are lost for the cause in our own specific state. It's the logic of things that I never could explain. Fill the blanks in our dirty sheets when I'm missing a single piece. What are we doing? What are we doing? When I'm missing a single piece. What are we doing? If I had the chance, I'd probably break free. I could have my way, and I could let it be. I could do what I want, but it's just an illusion. Yeah, I sometimes feel like I can go on. I'm drinking drinking beer right out my coffee cup. I wanna do what I want. It's just an illusion.
Absolutely nothing could prepare me for how disgusting it was under here. I think the hairs are, what do it for me, but I don't think I've ever pulled out this drawer, and we've lived here for 5 years. Maybe I pulled it out once. I don't know. I should probably go back and watch some of my videos where I clean out the fridge. And I know it could be way worse, but for me to know that this was under here, and then I was thinking like, how did the hairs even get there? And then this iceberg from the Titanic. I just don't understand how this is all here. So it took a second for me to get everything cleaned out, but it was so needed, and I'm really glad that I chose to pull this drawer out.
It goes like, I guess it's been a while since I was told last. I can be like this and I can be like that. I guess my time's run out. It's just confusion, yeah. Have you ever felt like you was on display? Every word you said just had to be explained. I guess my time's run out. It's just confusion.
This drawer is just the kids' drawer pretty much, and several months back, probably over a year ago now, one of y'all suggested to me to put little organizers in it to put the kids' stuff in, and that was such a good idea, and I don't know why I didn't have them in there. So I did add them to put the cheese sticks and the Go-Gurts and then any type of fruit. Again, we like our fruit cold. I do keep some apples out, but for some reason it just tastes so much better to have the little clementine oranges cold and the apples.
We're singing. I wanna hang with my friends.
Max informed us recently that he likes all of the flavors of these breakfast bars except for the mixed berry. So we did give those away because they were just taking up space, and he's pretty much the only one that eats them. But this little Lazy Susan that has the dividers in it is genius and so helpful with the breakfast bars, because in the one it was in before, it was just sliding all over the place and it wasn't really staying organized. And then I just wanted to take a second or 2 or 20 to get everything stocked up in the pantry. And even when I'm done with this, it's not fully stocked up, but it is a ton better than what it was before.
Undiscovered, didn't care for one another, you and I thought I was okay till something in me changed. Don't know why you got me high, but I'm sober. You make me lonely.
Max is just about the only one in our family who eats bagels. Well, I do too sometimes, but he gets these the most, and he is not always the best at closing them back up in the little container. So I thought it would be good to just put it in this thing since I had some extras, and I just wrote with dry erase marker on the back of it when they expire, because typically the expiration date on the bagels is on this little plastic clip that goes at the end, and he can't put that back on there anyway. So this just works the best.
Thought I'd still be feeling same as the beginning. Waste of time.
Okay, the pantry is heading in the right direction. I really like for things to stay stocked up, especially as we head into another school year, just because the kids' lunches and stuff like that. But it feels so much better in here. I'm gonna move on to the next thing. Okay, I'm not sure how the day always gets away from me, but it is a lot later now, and I'm out in the garage. Mark went off with some friends tonight, so I figured I could come out here and just really focus on getting this done, and then hopefully go inside and finish all the fruit prep. But I went ahead and grouped the cleaners together, like with similar cleaners, so I think it'll make it pretty easy when I'm putting everything in here.
Didn't care for one another. You and
I got this little shelf, stackable shelf thing from Target. Well, I bought 2 of them. I think they were $6. You can tell they are definitely more on the affordable side as far as the construction of them, because if anything too heavy is on them, they will absolutely break. But they had good reviews and it worked for what I needed it to do in these cabinets. It was actually really nice to get a gauge for what type of cleaning supplies that I have and what I have in excess, because it was just buried in the closet underneath those stairs. So now I know that I don't need certain things for a little while and other things I could use more of.
Dive into the waters. You've been waiting too long. Get in the water. Oh, 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 oh. Lately, I've been going so crazy. It seems like the whole time the ground feels a little bit shaky. Oh, oh, but lately my head is
And I moved that Lazy Susan that didn't work so great for the breakfast bars out here to put like my everyday surface cleaners, and it worked so well.
You better dive into the water. Dive into the water. You've been waiting too long.
Eventually, I would like the containers in here to be a little bit more uniform and not just have random organizers, but that is also being a little bit extra because this works perfectly fine. I do have them grouped into little sections, and I probably will end up labeling whatever containers I put them in just to make it easy. And if Mark has to grab something or the kids, that'll be easy for them too. But I did make sure to put the heaviest stuff towards the bottom just for the safety aspect of things. And we did secure them to the walls too, so don't worry about that either. Okay, now that those cabinets are done, I'm moving on to all the fruit and veggie prep, and I will be completely honest with y'all, this took a really long time. And I do think it's also because everyone in my house was asleep and I was watching some of my favorite YouTube videos and listening to music, so maybe I wasn't moving quite as quickly as I would during the day, but man, it took a while. So it's always worth it to do this, but I typically don't have this many to do at once, so that's what made a big difference. But this peeler that I got, that I talked about in my grocery order, I ran it through the dishwasher and it worked so well. Or maybe it's just that the peeler that I had before this, which I still have, didn't work that well at all. We've had it since I think we got married, and that was like 13 years ago. This thing was amazing. I was like, wow, this is what I've been missing out on this whole time. It's so crazy. But yeah, this prep was worth it, but it took probably over 2 hours.
Show me something, give me more than one thing. I need more than less than I do. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, it feels so nice. I can't help how got this sweet talk. I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk. You need to say less to me. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way, on my way. We've been dancing all night long. Right here with you way too long. Don't want nothing here or now. But I'm done waiting, done wasting my time. Got this sweet talk, I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk, you need to say less to me. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way, on my way.
A couple of these strawberries just looked absolutely horrific, so do not come at me that I threw some of them away. If your strawberries look like this and they were mushing in your fingers, you would throw them away too. What am I supposed to do, eat them? I don't know why I'm already getting like pre-defensive, but in the past when I've been cutting up food or doing any type of food prep, people will scream at you for the stuff that you throw out. And I guess my thought is, if you would like to come over and eat it, come on over. But for me, I cannot eat a mushy, moldy, mildewy, I'm just kidding, it didn't have mildew, but I cannot eat that type of strawberry.
I could be sad about it. Maybe that would help me to escape this cold-hearted warfare.
Pineapple is probably my favorite fruit of all time, but I cannot help but think about a couple weeks ago when I bought, I think it was 6 pineapples from Costco. And I took Mark's car, and when I got home, I unloaded everything, and then we started noticing that he had ants in his car, which was such a pain if you've ever had ants in your car. And I 100% thought it was because of the pineapples, and that is what I tied it to. And then we realized that he had a little ant bed underneath his car, and that's what was causing them to travel up and get in. And it wasn't the pineapples after all, even though that's what we blamed it on. So I can't help but just relate the two together. Thankfully, we got the ant issue solved, and we finally have his car fixed from his wreck. It took a very, very long time dealing with insurance, and also just another issue that happened because of the wreck, but that insurance wouldn't really cover, so we had to deal with warranties. But we finally got it back, which is so great. Yes, I do know that I cut some fruits and vegetables unconventionally. Don't be nervous. It's fine. I don't cut any of my fingers off, and I never have. Not saying I never will, because I probably might. I just want to throw it out there to Christine, my friend. I do not think that she watches my videos, but if somehow you are watching this video one day, thank you for letting me borrow this bowl unintentionally for about 3 years now. It is still yours if you would like to claim it, but in the meantime, it is storing my watermelon, and I am so sorry about that. I forgot to give it back to you.
Pick up the phone, I really need to talk with you. 'Cause if you're not home, I wonder where you slept last night. Are you seeing someone new behind my back? Kissing other dudes for a little romance. Pick up the phone, I really need to understand. Never had no trust issues, never had to break the rules. Always trying to tell the truth and care about what I say. I've been trying to do my best and keeping my promises. Never want a second guess, but when it comes to you, I've been feeling hesitant. I've been feeling hesitant. I've been feeling hesitant. I've been feeling hesitant.
I love raw carrots and ranch dressing, which I know takes away the healthiness a little bit of them, but they are so good. But my favorite way to eat these kind of carrots is in the crock pot with a roast, and these taste so much better than the baby carrots. I don't know what it is, and I know it's just preference too, but I would prefer this any day. Baby carrots are just not good to me in a roast, but these are amazing. And then you add gravy on top of that. And yes, I know I'm not talking about anything healthy, but talk about comfort food. It's my favorite.
Tell the truth and care about what I say. I've been trying to do my best and keeping my promises. Never want a second guess, but when it comes to you, I've been feeling hesitant. I've been feeling hesitant. I've been feeling hesitant. I've been feeling hesitant.
What is y'all's favorite fruit and veggie wash besides like the Thieves? Or is that what it's called? Young Living? I don't know. Just like the normal that you buy in a store. We used to do that all the time, and then I realized that I had forgotten about it, and we don't do that as much. I just wash it with water, and I know I should probably be using something a little bit better than that. I do wash my stuff very, very thoroughly because I know how dirty it is, and I even let the strawberries soak. You'll see that in just a little bit, and a ton of nastiness comes out. So I know it's worth it to let them soak, but it's even better if they have a cleaner in there with them.
Hesitant.
I just wanna let you know, behind the mirrors and all that smoke, promises and alibis, I don't believe, told me you would change my world, now I know what you are worth, gone and lost your hold on me, I don't believe, have me acting like a fool, to no use, got me wondering why you still you're giving me nothing, a whole lot of nothing, baby. Would've settled for something, but I'm giving in with the waiting. For your darling is zero, no hint of a hero. Now you're selling me your stories.
I still love these IKEA strainers so much, and I throw them in the dishwasher all the time. Don't really know if you're supposed to do that or not, but they turn out just fine. But my dishwasher was almost full, so I wanted to wash the rest of the stuff because it's not fun to have done all of this fruit and veggie prep and then have a dirty, messy kitchen. So I did try to clean up and straighten up afterwards. So the next morning when I woke up, really just in a couple hours since it was like the middle of the night, I would have a clean kitchen and all of the fruits and veggies prepped for a week, which is really such a good feeling when you're a mom. Another good feeling was that I had so many prepped fruits and veggies that I had to move some out to the fridge in the garage. Definitely not complaining about that. I'm just so thankful we even have that fridge to put stuff in, but I appreciate you guys so much. I say it every time, but I'm so thankful that you were here and that you watched my video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you guys can chat with each other in the comments, and I definitely want to chat with y'all, so let me know that you're here. Don't forget about ThredUp and the amazing deals that you can find on there along with my code, which is Joanna, and that will be in the description box. I hope that you guys have a wonderful week. I will see y'all here very soon.
I do believe it. Still you're giving